What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another Bishop Aquatics video. Today, for better or worse, we are going to be going through every single one of our outside guppy ponds. Now these range from 24 gallons to 100 gallons, and we have 26 of them to get through. We will be doing the video in two ways. We are going to show the pond for each guppy, and then we are going to take the guppies out and so you can see them from a side perspective via a breeder box. So we're going to be going from right to left. First up is our purple Mosaic dragon guppies. Now most of our ponds are filled with pearlweed. However, a few of them are filled with other plants such as hornwort and guppy grass. We'll show those as we get to them. This is all pearlweed. They absolutely love it. We highly recommend it as an aquarium plant or a pond plant, really. If you're trying to breed your plants or give the fry some safety, it is fantastic. Easy to work with. It can do low tech, high tech, anything you want. So these purple dragons, when they're juveniles, as with most mosaic dragons, will have yellow in their tail, which will transition into purple. Now the reds are culls, and those go into the Mutt guppy tank. This is most of the mosaic dragons are breeds you need to cull because you will get colors that are undesirable for that particular breed. So all of these with red in their tail will probably not turn to purple and need to be taken out. Next up, we have our blue mosaic dragon B team. I say B team because we have two tubs or two ponds of this breed, and this is the one that we are working to. We need to kind of go through and cull. These do not look as good as our other pond. We don't sell from this pond. This is just one we are working with. And there is a lot of fish in here. You can see they use that pearlweed, and it's just floating as they almost skim across it, use it as a bed, sun on it. They eat all the bugs on it because it's outside. Now here we're going to see just how much lighting plays a difference. They were in the shade previously, and now if we take them into the light, you can see the colors pop a lot more. And when I said we need to go through and cull this tank, a lot of those yellows will turn into blues and the reds need to be pulled out. Next up, we have our black koi short body guppy. Now this pond is full of guppy grass, and this fish does also require culling. Any that don't have the koi lips obviously need to be taken out, as it's not a true koi. These fish are significantly, they're kind of like short and fat compared to most guppies. Very different look. Definitely makes for a great guppy in any aquarium if you like the koi coloration. Next up, we have our albino koi guppies. This is one of our most popular breeds, and we have been pulling a ton of fry and getting them aged out to have this fish available again. It's easy to see why it's so popular. It's a very stunning fish. All the fry are colored almost immediately, which is extremely rare in this breed, and everybody loves the koi pattern. You know, it's very popular. It's a very classic, very stylish fish. Looks good in most types of aquariums, planted or, you know, pretty much however you decide to do it, you can make it look good. Or rather, it makes the aquarium look good. Following the albino kois, we have our red mosaic dragons. This is an incredibly popular fish again, and we have no shortage of these. Very prolific breeder, super happy. Now this is a fish, or a guppy I should say, that does require culling, like we said most of the dragon guppies do, but it normally starts yellow. You'll see a lot of juveniles in here. They start a very vibrant yellow and then turn red as they age. And they might have, in their juvenile adult stage, they might have just a little bit of yellow left. And that's typically the age we send them out at, to where they're not full yellow, of course, but they have red and yellow in the tail. So that yellow will go away, and they will turn red. Now the ones you see blue in are the ones we cull in this breed, kind of the opposite of the blue dragons. You'll see later that the yellow tigers start red and then turn yellow, while these start yellow and then turn red, or yellow and blue for the blue mosaic dragons. Very gorgeous fish though, one of our most popular by far. And we would, like I said, we wouldn't send the culls out of this pond to anybody. Those go into a Mutt guppy pond. Alright. Our first 100-gallon tub is our full gold guppies. Now we are a little short on these right now, and we do have another tank of their fry we've been pulling out, keeping them separate, just so we can maximize how many adults we can receive out of this pond. Really stunning fish in the light and in a pond. They're huge, they're beautiful, and just really friendly fish as well. Now the females on this are several times larger than the males. I know that's normally the case with guppies, but these seem to be a little larger than normal. Following our full gold guppy pond, we have our red rose guppy pond. Now these guppies are similar to the black koi, except for no black lips. They are larger and longer and have bigger tails. Also a slightly different shade of red. Next up, we have our Indo snakeskin dragon guppies. Now these don't have a culling issue too often with coloration. However, you will see that some of the males won't have the snakeskin body. So those would just be Indo dragons, not Indo snakeskin. So that would be the cull for this guppy. Like the blue Mosaic dragon and the red Mosaic dragon, it does start off with yellow in the tail and then progresses to shades of blue from light to dark. The females of this strain are really quite beautiful compared to most guppy females. Halfway down, have to go. Our next 100-gallon tub is full of black metal jacket lace guppies. This is one of our more popular fish. We've had it for about 5 years now. We've been working on this breed, and people always seem to be pretty happy with it. One of our most common comments on this fish is how prolific they are when they start a tub with them. They just start breeding like crazy, which is always great to hear. Now, the metal coat, the metal jacket, means it's essentially a rainbow effect on the coat. So their body will be all kinds of crazy colors, as we're going to see as soon as the light hits them. Now we're going to take a look at our other blue Mosaic dragon guppy tub. This one has just as many fish, but more adults and more of the right coloration. This is generally the one we pull from when we are packing orders. Our next 100-gallon tub, or pond, is full of our Mutt guppies. So you'll see all kinds of breeds and mixes in here. You'll see some red dragons, you'll see Nebula steel, you'll see a little bit of everything and then crosses between them. So if you're looking for a really hardy fish where it's a little unpredictable but you want to end up with a lot of bright colors, Mutt guppies can be a fantastic choice for you, especially when they are mutts of very desirable kinds of guppies. So you can see here, you really do see kind of a little bit of all kinds of stuff in here. From adult red dragons that never fully got their red, to just crazy colorations, to purples and blues, and yellow tigers, all kinds of stuff. We're looking at here and unable to find fish of is our Japan blue guppies. Now we've pulled fry, we don't have many of this left, we kind of oversold them. We do have females, but our males are older adults, as you can see here, that are just looking a little, showing their age a little bit. So we do have a ton of fry. If you've seen our last video in the 20-gallon aquarium of these, they just need about another 60 days and they'll be adults that can go back into the pond. They'll go back into the pond before 60 days, but that's when they'll be considered young adults. They're about a month old now. These are an absolutely stunning fish. It's our purple Dumbo ear red tail guppy. Now the purple really comes through on the ears and body. The Dumbo ears are huge and they're really nice orange red on the tail. When we pull these out and look at them in the light, you'll see just how vibrant and good looking of a fish these are. And the cull for this breed would be the Mosaic tail. They're supposed to have a solid colored tail. Next to the purple Dumbo ear red-tail guppy, we have our 100-gallon full of steel Nebula guppies. Now these have been, we've been running low on these lately, so we're not going to see a ton of fish in here, but we still have enough to be able to pull out a decent amount and show you what these fish look like. Similar to the black metal jacket, they have a color range they come in and they tend to stick in that, but there's three main different types. You have the blue-red, purple, and a blue-green. Our next guppy we've talked about a couple times is the yellow tiger king guppy. This is another guppy that we've been out of for a while, but we've been pulling fry and aging them out, so they should be back and ready and well stocked again soon. Popular fish, very popular fish. Here we are looking at our half black blue Moscow guppy pond. we have 3 different types of blue Moscow guppies. We have the half black blue Moscow, the regular blue Moscow, and the midnight blue Moscow. Following the half-black blue Moscow, we have more Indo snakeskin dragon guppies. You can see the clear snakeskin pattern on the male's body. Second to last, we have our blue-green Mosaic dragon guppies. Now, we were out of these for a long time, but we have plenty now, and it's one of our only guppies with any real green in them. Green is a very hard color to find in most fish, or shrimp for that matter. So when you do get a little bit of green, you kind of have to capitalize and call it green, even if it's not a solid, really neon green. We can't really show the tub on this last one because it wasn't really accessible. It was kind of covered, but we'll pull some of the fish out. We have our midnight blue Moscow guppies, and they almost are black. They're very dark, but they are a variation of the blue Moscow, and they are the midnight blue Moscow guppy. Appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.